Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF, Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And of course, there's my little, there it is. Hates and Hellfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. And I hope you're standing against the forces of darkness this Friday. Hello, everyone. Today is a beautiful day. It's clocking in about 67 degrees out where the corn grows, and the corn sharks are fled because apparently they have some kind of ground cover, wheat-looking, dry stuff coming up. And the poor corn sharks have nowhere to go because the waters are just too shallow. However, it has let the fox have more visible runs for good or for ill. In other news, accountability. I actually have some. Oh my gosh, night before last. I got in a research dive for a couple of my projects. I'm a little disappointed. One of the things didn't get printed up, but I have a 30-page, very dense document to go through and reference for. I want to allude to it towards the end of Hates and Hellfire 2, and it's going to play heavily in the background of Hates and Hellfire 3. It's going to be interesting. And this arc is largely born from 2 very interesting bits of knowledge for someone of my proclivities. The first being that the mountain range that houses Camp David is technically part of the Appalachian Mountains. And the second involves a certain declassified CIA study on the effects of the, I want to say it's the effects of the occult in essentially tactical and strategic deployments. I have material, my friends. And whilst perusing that merrily, I may have gotten into a deep dive, deeper deep dive on a bit of art, structure, structural art, sculpture, yeah, that I've been planning for a very, very long time. The problem is every time I think about it too much, it starts to work anyway because it's a dang near a cognito hazard. So I've had an interesting, I did that. I got to spend a lovely afternoon just hanging out with and enjoying the company of Churro, who hasn't made the program in a long time. And a few of my D&D kids at the library. And Sandra was very, very good for the associate, me being social at the library for a change. It also means I may be making some other visits in the near-ish future. Today is James Robertson's birthday. He's one of my favorite people on the planet. So I'm going to wish happy birthday to Jim. Let's see. I have a few other little tidbits. I have an object coming in the mail. I have a lot of videos I need to shoot. I'm hoping that if I can get enough of the yard work done again, because let me explain. If I look at my yard wrong, it grows grass that's literally knee high, like instantly. Give it a day, give it two. If it rains, I'm doomed. Instant prairie. So I have to fight a lot of that. So I need to do yard work. I don't want to do yard work, but I've also been getting a little bit more sleep since the ACs finally got, at least a couple of them got put in. And that's of great comfort and delight. Artistically, I have been doing more. I may do more later. It depends on how the show goes, because if I feel vaguely artistic and depending on the chat, I may just skedaddle over there and work on some projects. I'm not sure. I'm in a very let the day come as it will day, and I will deal with it. I have a lot of work to do, but I'm also decidedly chill about it. So we're going to see how that goes, aside from a slight headache from dehydration. Like I said, I get into a deep dive, and then I'm in a deep dive. Beyond that, what have you guys been up to? I do have a bit of a rant to go on, but I don't want to, because I'm in a good mood. And I wasn't in a good mood when I planned the rant that I was going to go on. So I may just delay it for a couple days. We'll have to see. If I get the mojo going, I'll do it here. If not, I won't. We'll see. I'm also I really want to shoot foam darts long distances and then smile like an idiot. That's kind of where I want to be right now. So we'll see. Now, yeah, I will need a bit of something to drink in the very near future. So I will do that on the first break, but we're going to pop through the comments. And if I skip any comments, it's just me working through, because I want to see people, and I just, what? Oh, new comments. I want to see what everybody's up to. Okay, sorry. I had the comment dump indicator, and it was not going away. So we'll just pop through these for a while. First through the door is Carl Witzman. Good morning. Muncie event took a move to the afternoon, so you're stuck with us. I'm not stuck. I am blessed to have both of you here. I'm glad you enjoyed that little video shared to the Secret Humor group. I saw that and I'm like, this is one of the most Carl Witzman videos ever to Carl Witzman a video. Unless the only way it would have been better is if she had been a redhead. But we move forward and we acknowledge. Let's see. Change of plans. Munzie Escapade moved to later, so we get to be here. I'm excited. I'm glad you guys get to have your cake and eat it too. Type keyboard in my lap because Hermione is taking over the desk. Perhaps he knew that. Firstly, I wanted to type it. Secondly, I was cleaning the desk. Yep, we are at peak. Nick needs to get off his butt and clean, and a little bit of Nick needs to set up some new blasters and record a bunch of videos. That might be today. That might not be the worst thing to do today. News. I made it back to the top 2,300 Muncie players in my effort to get to 2,000 again. New guide submitted and awaiting approval and distribution. I think that's amazing, and I hope it goes well. And good morning to our lurking friends. Hey, Foxy. Yeah, you got a lot of you guys on today. That's good. Hey, Foxy. I had my fingers on the wrong keys and almost typed dozy. Might that have been appropriate just this once? And first off, before I get lost, hello, Foxy. And secondly, dozy is Foxy. Dozy is like Foxy's nacho. Dozy is the sleepy entity that Foxy has to escape being. Like Dr. Jekyll and Miss Snap. I am all for this. Let me know how many of you are on Team Dozy. Hey, Foxy. And let's see. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Please. I'm trying to get back out there. And I just lost 4 viewers. Oh, well. Just got done getting more Freddy pics to the rescue lady. Neighbor lady's got some good. Hey, Nick. Nice. That's great, Foxy. I hope you can get caught, son. Good. Hi. Oops, forgot to charge my Fitbit. Oh, get that charged so that you get all those steps with your things. I do too, Donna. Someone else trying to claim he'd been here forever, and I'd like to know most. I'm like, I know most of the local strays on site. I haven't seen him until a couple months ago. People like to stir up drama. They can keep stirring, for sure. Good for Churro. Well, I'll goof for Churro. Churro makes folks goofy. And good morning. Good morning, Angelina. Angelina, our fair Angelina. Good morning. It's a wonderful day here in Northern. I'm terrified Nathan's going to make me go outside. Broad hat. Madam, you are a woman of Southern pedigree, and that means you deserve to have a right to a vast number of extremely broad hats and comfy, lightweight dresses. It should be in the contract. It shall be your privilege to sit out on the veranda and drink mint jolies and watch the world go by. Labor is not something that should be inflicted on a woman of your caliber, I do say. Good morning, Dawn. And that's Dawn Dulas, the mistress mind behind things such as the Adventures of Buddy and Georgette. Fan art here. Cat Wiggles, her brand of cat toys, and of course, the opportunity to do a bit of good. If you guys want to hit that URL code, you can buy a t-shirt and help offset the cost of the ramifications of Ted's medical bills. I am sorry. I sound despondent. And I am not I just desperately need to get something to drink. So I'm going to be smart. You see, we got a whole bunch of greetings, and that is scary, and a whole bunch of greetings. So we're just popping through a bunch of the greetings. Dawn, your puzzle on FB was neat. Oh, cool. And I do want to get this before I drop into the greetings. And all the love to Angeline for that greeting. But Sarah, whom I adore, I hope she's posted a video in the humor group showing that she was using SPF 100 sunscreen. She's also lost some weight, I think. Well, that's wonderful. I am definitely team, when I remember, sunscreen. I'm also all about the big floppy hat. And greetings and greetings. And wait, there's cake. There's always cake. It may or may not be a lie. But I'm going to run a brief ad and grab something to drink because my voice is cutting out. Like I said, I had a very, very talky day yesterday. So, well, since Trelana can't join us, I will be definitely sure to run her new ad for 2024. I love this woman. I'll be back in just under a minute. Alrighty. See, I'm starting to get my voice back. Let's get back into the chat, see what you guys are up to. Thank you, Carl. I have a bunch of puzzles to catch up on. Oh, that's a horrible place to be. Oh, and if you would like to puzzleize a photo of Freddie, I can send you one. Oh, that's cool. No cake, but I have a Sensations cinnamon roll. Cinnamon rolls, just like Grandma used to make. Oh, just because my voice is working better does not mean my mind is. Let's not think of Angelina and Sandra. Too late! You can't police my thoughts. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so big any. Okay. See, I agree. Foxy, I'll take it. Babies and wiggles. Nick, there are two kinds of Southern women. Front porch, snapping green beans, or back room with a book. Guess which one I am. No, see, so that's fine too. You still have every right to wear a floppy hat because you may someday venture out to the mailbox. You also have the morning coffee with the book, which may be near a window. See, there's winning. I was told there'd be cake. There should be cake. There should always be cake. I might make a cake at this point. You guys have almost talked me into seeing if I have a box cake that I can dump a can of pop into and make a cake. Do I want to see if I can get hold of a white inoffensive cake and a white or yellow cake and throw a can of Mountain Dew Livewire in there? In case you don't know, if you take pre-made cake mix and a can of pop or soda, depending on where you are in the world, or Coke if you are one of those Texicans. Anyway, hi Dave if you're in the chat. You dump that in, you mix it up, you throw it in the oven, cook as normal. You will get a reasonable cake, not a great cake. I mean, it's not going to have the love of and all the nutrition of the eggs and the oil and the goodness, but it's doable. It's doable on the cheap. Sometimes that's the only way to get cake. But yeah, LOL, Angelina. Funny thing is that during our event this afternoon, you get a cake icon every time. For every physical month you can trade cakes for stuff in the store. That's adorable. I have a calendar alert to look for Munsies when I go out to lunch today. Cinnamon rolls. I'm cinnamon. My wife can cook circles around anything pre-made. And if everything is in perfect order, I can do decent. I am a decent baker. I'm very much a wizard baker. You see, I do it by the book. The book tells me what to do, and then I do what the book says, and then voila. I am not quite to the micromanaged by grams, but that's how one bakes. Follow the recipe. My wife got me a beautiful book when I was I had a wonderful book. It was a board book called "A Man, a Can, and a Microwave." Every single male needs this book. It is a very baby's first cookbook. And while I can cook delightfully anyway, when brain is dead, book is good. But now when I cook from the soul. I know if it's meat, it's going to need, follow with me now, garlic. These are my powders. I love my powders. I sometimes will use fancy garlic, but garlic, black pepper, cayenne pepper, maybe a little chili powder, and then a little bit of onion powder when necessary. This covers the vast majority of meats I encounter. If I get a chicken, a pork, doing some kind of, if I'm doing stir fry. Now, this is outside of the realm of marinade, because marinade is important. This is dry rub, grill. Now, if I marinate some pork chops, and then right before I grill them, I give them the rub while they're warming up, while they're coming to settle before they go on the grill, and then I smoke them. See, you put the pork chops on the little smoky Joe, low and slow, and you smoke them. And the world is good. All right? That's pork chops are not, you can cook them fast, they're not meant to be. Smoke them, get the flavors. Then you save some. You're going to eat a bunch, but you save some. So you make a whole crud ton of cheap pork chops. You get yourself a loin, and then you slice it up. Put it in the fridge, put it in the freezer before you do. Put it in the freezer for a little bit. It'll harden up. Get you a good knife, maybe with a little bit of serration. Slice those up into about pinky thick. Pinky thick to, a thumb knuckle. Anyway, pop, 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 pop. You smoke up a mountain of these. Now, I'm going to eat them like candy while I'm doing it. Not kidding. But once it's done, then you take them and you put little thin slivers, as thin as you can cut them. You put them in some ramen. Bowl ramen noodles. Put them on the side. You can do this over the stove. You can do it in the hot pot. You can also do it in the microwave. Put some dehydrated veggies in there. Because I dehydrate veggies when I can. A little bit of bouillon, just a little bit. A little barbecue sauce, a little bit of soy sauce. Cook that up. I tell you what, y'all making me hungry. I think I'm inching closer to Sun Wiggles Online. Do it. Like grandma used to make. You have anything. Oh. My sugar. I do not know what a buttermilk pie is, but I want to. See, I am originally from the West Coast, which really doesn't count when people get north-south arguing too much. I like food, and I'm going to tell you, the best food in the world comes from older ladies with the name Miss whatever. Who's that? That's Miss Loretta. Miss Loretta is going to make some cobbler that will save your soul. If you weren't saved, that's a baptismal by flavor. Don't think I don't know. My grandma Louise was like that. She wasn't Southern, but boy, I don't know where she came from. She was Polish, is what she was. And bless that woman. She could do things with some catfish that would just, dang, nearly 40 years later, I'm still thinking about that bullhead. Anyway, Sprite and lemon cake, yum. Yes, very refreshing. Sometimes cake is too big for a small family to consume before it goes dry. That's one thing I love. Or if you're packing for donation, you go out and you order a whole bunch of frosting, the tubs, and then you get yourself a big old Ziploc bag, and you throw in a box cake, a can of pop, frosting tub, birthday set. This, some kids won't have birthdays without it. Mate. If you're real kind, you get some of those birthday candles. You chuck them in there. If you're real tight in life, sometimes you can get yourself a cake. And I tell you what, if you save it and you cut it up, you cut dry cake up, unfrosted, into about 2.5, 3-inch squares. They make great snack cakes. And I'm going to reveal a bit about myself sometimes. For me, sometimes a certain breed of stale food, quote unquote, tastes right or better. It's hard to explain. It's like sometimes the best thing in the world is, a fried bologna and cheese sandwich, a grilled bologna and cheese sandwich. Yeah. Mug cake. Thank you. That's probably a great link. And there's Joe. Hey, Joe. Dark chocolate cake with cherry Coke. Bonus points if you use cherry pie filling and heat that up with a bit of cherry Coke. Good. I'm not eating. You know what? You're about to see me do the most Nick old man thing. I'm just taking a picture of that comment, and without warning, I'm just sending that to Mandy. Because Joseph, my brother from another mother, I almost have to green room you for that one. Hey, Joe. Now I'm drooling. Back to live action Frogger. Bless you. That sounds delicious. Not a big Coke fan, soda in general, but in cake, look, that's the thing. It makes a great ingredient. And you don't need to use a can. You just get the cheap gallon into the gallon. Well, this is about a Canadian gallon. Get the cheap 2-liter and just pour it in a glass that's about the size of a cake. You need 12 ounces. What is that? Okay. As I pull out Brad Loyalty. It says 355 milliliters. So anyway, you dump that in. It's cheaper to get it this way. You can do that at home too. One sec. Of course, I've been known to throw coffee into cakes too, with the addition of just making it a little richer. Stay safe. Be safe, Joe. So we lost a construction worker locally. He used to be a police officer when he was very kind when a drunk driver hit us. Got me an ambulance. I'm sorry. Some guy looking at his phone hit him. That's sad. I posted about it, but I didn't tag Joe and Trey, but I did mentally watch out for erratic drivers. Yeah. Back to food talk. Now I want some Black Forest cake. Yep. Miss Elvira came to mind when Nick said mistitle. Someone said to think about Miss Cassandra's girlfriend. All these years she didn't talk. All the people who have been proud to say I'm Elvira's girlfriend. Maybe I can ruin myself. This is how I look on that subject. 1. Elvira. Pardon my stuff. Plushie Elvira. That was a gift. Up on my wall of cool. The several Elviras. Okay. There's my Elvira lighter. Thank you. I have an Elvira pin that's tucked somewhere safe. I believe it's signed because Miss Sarah. And I married me a girl. Y'all, you don't need. We're going to do what she looked like, which is the one I want to use. Here we go. We'll use this. This is the woman I married and a certain young goofball. Let me see if I can get to zoom in. I don't know why there's a laser dot showing up. Oh, the red light from the thing. That was very here. Picture can clear up. Is it? Nah, it's not going to clear up. Anyway, it's not like I married a pale, dark-haired, rather well-endowed woman. This pictures, because of the thing, it's an old picture. God, love of my life, that girl. I'm going to try one more to see if I can get it to show up at all. There we go, that one. There we are. That one it likes. We'll put the red dot on that dude. He deserves now. That's my girl. No. No Elvira connections to me whatsoever. I think everyone did, Carl. Well, it is about time for a quick breather. And since everybody's quiet, let me do something. I want to see something. So I'm going to run an ad while I tinker. And since Carl's been good, I'm going to run this ad.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found his suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
All right, I am testing this out. I want to try this poll thing. For anyone who's watching, there are 7 people watching, and bless you all. The options for how to continue the program are we're all quiet thinking about food, as we should be. Thanks for the ad. And I think Joe's gone already. So yeah, guys, throw a 1 in the chat for me to draw or a 2 for me to game badly. I suppose I could have added the option. See, I've never messed with this. So yeah, I can't add an option once I hit launch, can I? Nope, I can duplicate it. Let's see, put this stage placement over here. That feels better for me with my layout. So I want to know what you guys would like me to do. And we will let that run. Meanwhile, actually, it looks like we might turn it into a race. Whoever answers first gets the win. But yeah, I need to grill. I have several grills. I need to break them down. And we got a draw for me. Looks like we may have a winner. Who's first? Oh, Don says draw for me. Okay. Oh, two draw for me. Alrighty. Let me see. Because I'm still trying to figure out how this works. So thank you for bearing. Three draw for me. If I get one more, I'll close the poll. Let's see. Nope. Well, I don't think the gamers want me to game right now. So let's just zot that. Goodbye. How do I get rid of it now? Hide. There we go. All gone. Cool. So we will just switch things out real quick. Give me a moment to get this set up, and then I'll do some drawing, because that's probably far more useful for my general attitude to do some drawing. So we'll go, well, that's gaming, that's drawing, that's the thing, and we are back. Well, we can leave Brian's logo. You guys aren't really worried about the navigator. I'm going to hide this poll, so I don't need that. Are there any requests, or am I just going to doodle / fool around with existing projects? Let's see. That's all set up. That's all set up. Oh, I know what I need. I need some Muzak, because I tend to go quiet when I'm deep in the realm, right? Okay. I will put the music on. I know you guys like Dan Hallfield's music, so we got some highly energetic particle cookie. And this is nice because I am not officially on the clock. And I do actually have a requested. Sorry, blow out your eardrums that way. I got to put it at the requested levels. Draw cinnamon in a roll. Existing projects would be helpful for you. Okay. Okay. You know what? Okay, I got this. This actually can be helpful to me. What we're gonna do this. Okay. To draw a cinnamon roll, we have to first start with a spiral. And then we're going to pull that down and make it thick. Make it thick. Make it chunky. All right. So you got cinnamon roll. I'm going to have to move it up on the page just a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, that's how I want to do it, yeah. Okay, there we go. Now, we're going to go here. That's right. I'm gonna ice y'all cinnamon roll. Alrighty. This is not Ghibli food, but this is food. This needs to be a little flatter. There we are. So now, before I forget, just a rectangle. This is going to be easier for me to grab it like that. I want to move it up. This is actually helping me. Because in the game I play, no, I don't need that. I need my pencil back. Okay, have fun chasing stickers. Get a Hardee's for drinking. Ooh. I haven't had a Hardee's burger in a long time. Or even lunch if we go early. You guys have fun chasing stickers. All right. You got it, girls. I'm going to have to play with the lettering placements. So this part, because this is just me going, okay. Come on. Don't be argumentative. Obey. Thank you. If you guys got a boogie, I understand. Okay. Now we'll get the pen. And we will definitely bring our black. I want to pull that down just a bit. Yep. There we go. The sad thing is, if I break this out, and I use this as a food token, in a game anywhere, go. The plate isn't white, right? That's okay. This. Okay, I have succeeded because looking at the cinnamon roll is making me hungry. You can wait 15 minutes. Oh, I understand that too. My cats, they don't have a food time. They have a They have self-feeders. And that's in part because they are so scared of being hungry that they got used to being, self-fed when everything went wrong. Let me look at the fonts. Oh, that's one thing. I can't bend the fonts like I'd like to. Oh, he's cuddling with you? Nope, that's my kerning went way off on that one. Hold on. I'm going to have to move everything up just a bit to get into, aren't I? I was hesitant on this art. Let's do this. Let's just do it. Then I can fix it easier. Let me fix this. Oh. This. It'll be easier to fix it when I transform it into a blockage of the line. There we go. Bit of handcraft there. I played chess for the first time in many years, actually, with Chura. I still dislike chess. It was fun playing Chura. Let's see. Cat's toy for access. Ah, the soft food. I see. That gives us 10 minutes to. That's brilliant. My cats get the tuna water off of my lunch as a treat, and then individually each cat gets something special. Every cat has something they really, really love, and I try to make sure that each cat gets their own little treat to feel special. Let's straighten that out in a minute, but the position is a little off. So what I need to do is this. Go here, and go here. Rise it up. Rise it up, up. That looks... Actually, if I can go a little higher. Go back to where you want. Okay. Now, then I can add a block. Yeah, that's both too narrow and the wrong situation. Let's just do this. Oh, that's how I forgot how I did it. That's fine. Do that like so. I'm going to do this. And that. If I keep it all in the black and white. This is actually turning into a good token card. I will actually be using this in game next time I play it, probably with you. Ooh, I love that sound. That's the sound of a delivery. And then we're going to come here. We're going to format this like this. And set that. Nope. Not there. Not there. That should slightly light in, just like that. Actually, I think I might just handwrite this part. Just be like, actually, no. No, it looks better if I use typing for this part. And I'm going to get this all blocked out in black and white, and then I'll worry about coloring. Point the part in black, which actually, yeah, that doesn't fit the vibe. Actually, I may have to hand draw this. I may have to hand draw it. I think I will. On second thought. Well, on second thought, I'm going to hand draw it. Handwrite it, that is. See, now I'm being too careful. Hold on. You see the vibration? My pen stroke. And now it's not something. Okay, so let's play with this some more. And yes, this is part of my format when I do the different cards. This is actually coming out quite nice. I don't think I closed my lines up enough. Okay. Let's find out. Yep, I can. Cool. Do this. Another masterpiece. It goes into the collection, and that's what really matters. Make it look a little weird. Okay. Now, new layer. Oh wait, here. I know I'm supposed to be better about labeling my layers, even if I don't need it now. I may come back later to it. So inks. Now we're going to do this. Go on here. Come on. Flat. Oh, yeah. Editor mode. Thank you. Thank you so much. I knew something was bugging me. Thank you so very much. I would have gone all the way to print with that just because. I also have to go back down to 15. Do this. Thank you, Carl. See, some of us appreciate when an editor catches a mistake and then gladly accepts the catch and does something about it. He's got a lot of hands like you do. Look at everybody. Now, back here. Thank you, editor. That looks like the right color. That was totally an error, and this should be blend mode multiply. There we go. Where did it break through? Oh, right there. Okay, cool. But it does mean I can go here, 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 and here. And then I'll come back down here to the ink. So I'll go back in black, and we'll fix this. This is a fun project. With that line, that should close that. So now I should be able to go. And I'm just hopping between layers. There we go. What color? We'll leave that. I'm going to do a little bit to make the white effects work better. Okay, Cinnamon rolls. So that's a bright cinnamon. That's a good card. Like, I can't even complain about that card. That is just a good card. That will look cute on the table. I like that. That was a subtle. That was subtle. For me, that was a subtle burn. You guys will know when my burns decide to not be subtle. I want a little bit of fix I can do. Because I want that light shine too. There we go. So I don't even want to, do anything else with it. It looks really, really good, and I don't know how many food tokens I have. So save as. Wait, save as. Thank you. I was messing with other tokens, so you'll see a couple things. And I set to tweak the Cory the Cat Lady card. But food token. And then I'm going to have to get this ferried to the sort of places it needs to go. That actually came out really well, didn't it? And that's just a fun token. Okay. Oh. Now, I should not laugh at my own jokes, but they make me happy. Okay. Yeah. Cinnamon roll food token. I think I am going to stop the music for a bit. And then I am going to run another ad. And a little after a minute, I'll be back. And I'll see how busy my living room looks. That means if Mandy and Xander are up. If not, I might just keep drawing. We'll see. We're in overtime anyway. Not hashtag not me nomming a banana. Okay. Okay. So the cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll. New. Now on to the request. I do have an existing request from our own. I went to draw with a mechanical pencil. That's how out of it I am today. Grim. They want to see a character that I describe. Actually, Churro wants to see the character, which means I don't want to do yellow. Oh, that hurts. Let's see. Oh, music, right? You need your music back. You've been good. I'm jumping to Daytona Boardwalk. It's a good jam. All my music either comes from StreamYard, which I'm allowed to use, or mostly Dan Hollifield. And you guys should consider looking up his stuff on go. This character came in to the last game. And I have to deliberately keep it slender, which is hard. I tend to draw my people rather on the thick side. But well, again, and this can be overrun if you guys have a better idea. Oh, lunchtime. Hey, you have a great one. But it does mean I have to draw the male hips confuse me. They don't feel right because I'm so used to drawing female hips. And again, I always start too low on the page. I mean, like, it's almost guaranteed that I start too low on the page. I'm going to have to probably do that again in just a second. But, yep, too low and too big. Wait a minute. There we go. Now I'm just using this format because I may turn him into a card later. And see, that's one thing I love to do, is I avoid double work whenever possible. And I try to, as a creative, that's his chest, his hips would work, something like that. Okay, yeah, we're getting there. I'm still well within the sketch layer, so nobody cares on that front. Now, this is not me being, I want to hide hands. Normally I would say, but this is this kind of fellow's pose. Like I said, a couple of the proportions are still a little off. Hi, Dusty. Guess we're taking a break for Dusty Cam. There we go. Doesn't even look. Here you go. You know, like if you guys shredded my Mylar reflector. Go on, stick your head through. You comfy? Yeah, there you go. Hoodlum. Back to the art. Oh, we do that. Boom. Okay. Now. That means I have to draw the outfit of the Inquisition. Well, of the Office of Inquisition. There we go. I know he's going to wear glasses, and I know they are of the narrow kind. There we go. Collar here, because I'm trying to combine fantasy elements with essentially a suit. So I'm going to take and base this, the cut of this off of a fencing jacket, but I want to add a cravat. It needs to be exceptionally long. So I will then cut here, and then cut here. That needs to be a bit. There we go. That one. It needs to flare a little bit at the elbow for mobility. Gonna have the side straps. Those will all need buckles. That's fine. So like that? Yeah, like that. I like this guy. Put an integrated pocket. A double latch. Guidelines. This is how character design works. I have to figure different things out. I am a sucker for some piping. We'll put a little bit of piping on the edge there. Not bad. This is a very rough draft for a very controlled character. Very prim. This is where he keeps his account book. Double strap there. Can add a little bit to the shoulders coming out. Because this is still one jacket, but it's sort of, well, it could be jerkinified. I don't know. I'm liking what this character feels like. And this is probably one of the most loathed characters in my whole universe, simply because his job is a mix of tax collector and internal affairs for, amongst other things, the Law Mages, the Adventuring Guild, and what's his? I can't remember his name. Antoine. God, he looks so stiff. But I mean, that's just the guy. Okay, this is a rough draft. I'm probably, like I said, I have to do a redraw, but this is enough for me to work with. Oh, and I know I want this at about half. I can't stand to draw that lightly, but oh, what do we have? Oh, we've got an AI Twitch bot. Hi, Twitch bot. Going back to the Zero Pen because frankly I love the Zero Pen. Whoops. There we go. What's my setting? That's not bad. It's a little bit. Let's go back to 10. There we go. Cool. And we'll just start working on this guy actually. This is the part where like you see all the tremors I fight. Because that's what a rough sketch at a small scale looks like. And I am on the wrong layer. This. Does he need a little? I want to play with that chin just a bit. Hold on. Yes, this is one of those where I'm going to slightly. Be doing this over and over till I get it right. Yes, he needs a good bit more chin than the original. Oh, let's see. It's almost painful for me because this is such an efficient little game. And the only reason I enjoy characters like this is they are the perfect bane to my players. Something like that. It's also forcing me to draw short hair, which I don't normally do. And I realize it's wrong. The hairline is too high. And take all of this because of the angle that he's looking at, and just move it to about there. Much better. Oh, yeah. Cereal head. Okay, cool. Oh, here. Emily. That was the first picture I did earlier, which is the synonym roll, just like Grammar used to make. I'm going to use this as a magic token. It will be available for sale in my booth at some point. But I added a new NPC to my D&D game last Thursday. And that means I have to thank you. I have to draw them out because my players kind of really dig that. I don't know if this is going to make any sense, but if anybody has ever seen the Martha and Death skits that someone who goes by both the handles Flicker Spark and Novolux does, this character is like an angry male version of Martha. And who doesn't like a very Tony Stark jawline? Yeah, who doesn't like a very rigid, very that's what you think might be happening. In game, this guy actually cold dropped the line, "You aren't the first former deity I've had to deal with. You won't be the last." So please, with that in mind, please resist. Yes, there was a certain measure of mood going on. Either the cats are fighting or Xander is up. But at some point, I'm going to make most of my NPCs into magic cards as well. So this is just good prep. And small detail work like this always takes a lot of time. But it always, every time I stop and I go, I'm going to be slow and chill and bang a character out. Well, he might not be voiced by J. Michael Tatum. He may be voiced by the gentleman who does Jonathan Sims, which I believe might be his actual name. Archivist. Head archivist. Lower. Sorry. It might be substitute. There we go. Oh, he looks so problematic. Oops. Take my time. There we go. Guess who was forgetting to breathe? But how are you doing otherwise, Emily? Go. Go. And again, just working my way through the little details. Oh, and really, mind F this morning. I woke up, thought it was 5 p.m. Monday evening, and that I'd missed my first shift. It turns out it's Friday. I'm just frazzled preparing the parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. I don't know where my tin whistle is. If I had my tin whistle, I'd play that song. That's one of the few I can actually play. Mostly. It'd be easier if I had the sheet music handy, but I can play that one by memory. If, again, I can find my tin whistle. I wasn't breathing. I forgot to breathe again. Happens when I'm arting. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Here. This comes across. So, this comes across like so. Forgot to put my glove on. Scarborough Fair, I forgot to breathe all the time, especially at the doctors, which sometimes makes concerns. Yeah, well, it's a learning process. You'll get it one day. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for 44 years, I still forget to breathe. 44 years old. Maybe I should have bought myself a 44 caliber pistol for my birthday. Maybe I need a 45 for next year. Ooh. I can't afford that, but that's still an interesting thought. Okay, let's back out and see how we're doing so far. Oh, he's coming along perfectly. He is coming along just swimmingly. This is definitely the man who's going to walk up to the adventurers and ask, have you been paying your taxes? And I know they've done nothing about taxes. They've asked nothing about taxes in like the 7 years I've been running this campaign for the library. They should be getting up to 7. I've been running it quite a while. It might be 6. Gonna have to figure out when I first started. Don't know how. It's documented somewhere. Oops. Nope. That line isn't where I want it. Can I just mirror this and have him be, is he that? Yes, he is. Let's say, is he that, why am I having trouble with the boot? I've been drawing boots for years. Why am I having trouble with the boot? There we go. Because I'm thinking about it too much. And of course his boots aren't cuffed in any way, shape, or form. Clothing-wise, yeah, he is all white. So we shank him, yes. Oh, absolutely. He is a very I wanted to give them. He's very, very shankable. He invites shankdom, but as a character, his purpose is to teach the young players that, contrary to popular belief, shanking won't solve every problem, even though to shank is a verb. So let's see. Do I want to give him a background or just leave him as is? Let's colorize him, and then I can come back and add a background if it's necessary. Probably have to sign off on this one. I forgot to sign off on my cinnamon roll, too. Oh, I hate when that happens. Hold on. Close enough. Don't know why I did that. I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to accept that, but that's what happened. And move on. There we are. Now, what? I didn't name any of my layers. I'm so bad right now. Okay. We're in multiply. Yeah, I'm going to have to colorize the background because he is Captain Right on the right. Here. Okay, I have one gap. I can see where my gap is. Frankly, there we go. Now, go back. Go back. Oh, wrong layer. Let's go to the proper layer. What is this? What is this? Dear Lord! He is, how you say, ramrod strip. Now, the only skin he has. I have to decide. Let me do this. Because, of course, he's very, very much pale. If I were to do that. Yeah, congratulations, I've colored him. The piping. I'm not quite ready yet because I have to check this eyes. Gotta be Hellfire. Well, I believe certain plot holes or details completely unaddressed for a very long period of time simply because doing so amuses me. Oh yes, those are definitely transitions. I need to fix that side of his head too. So I need to come down here. And this is where we just get to playing around a little bit to figure out what the heck is wrong with this bit. Because that. Oops. We're going to undo that. And we're going to go back here. And go back to black. There we go. Let's see. that like that. A little bit of gold here. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer again. Shoot. That still works. Oh, I'm gonna sit and do all the jewelry detailing now, which I could have done so much easier had I not been. I'm gonna do it right, guy. See, he isn't a bad guy, he's just incredibly lawful. So, like, if you're cooking your books, he's going to have absolutely no mercy on you. But if do you like the red? Yeah, we like the red. It gives something. We're not sure what, but it gives it. Let's come back here. Even though I'm on the multiply layer, I can still use black if I need to. Actually, no, I want to do this down here. Because his eyes are going to be very, very important. Okay. This will tell me if I do this on the right level. Nope. Which is perfect. I mean, I did it on the right level. So good. It's just so officious. Right now I'm keeping it simple. Although, yes, I could see him dropping an Inferno spell basically on a whim. Yep. This. I love that he is in, enchanted documents bag. I have to decide, do I want to do the gray for the piping? Yes, I do. The fact he also wears the Come Shoot Me white is an homage to one of my favorite book series that I've not read in a long, long time, The Heralds of Valdemar. Although this guy's about as anti, without being a bad guy, because he's still not a bad guy, he just has a job. Nobody wants. I also have to figure out what color his cravat is. Like you're shading. I'm just trucking. It's called morals, Nick. I love it. I love it. Now let's have a look. See what's still. Let's see how else it's going. Because he's still. So he's starting to get just a little color to him. Let me see what I can do. That helps a bit. Even though it's only slightly gray, he seems much more believable with these colors. I just can't decide what the color of his cravat is. I like it. I mean, not to make a fix, but do I like the red? No. Red's not it, folks. That's it. This is a man who isn't just kind of in control of his world. This is like a hyper orderly good order and discipline type of individual. I think I'm going to give him gold buttons on his little document fanny pack looking garment. Yeah, I still don't like the way that foot's shaped, but it's going to be one of those. Now, add another layer, blend mode, multiply. I'm going to see about the thought of softening him in some places. Well, actually shading. Does he make sense? Shaded soft. It's like I'm almost afraid to shade him harder than that. See, I figure a lot of players aren't going to like this guy. And I've decided that is more than okay. He expects it. Son of a dentist, it's Steve Martin in Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, oh. How is he coming out? Alfonso. That's his name. His name is Alfonso. And yeah. What else does it need? Oh, cravat needs just a little shade. There we go. The other thing you guys have to remember, especially when I'm dealing with the campaign that I run for the library, a lot of the purpose of that campaign is to teach the idea of causality, that actions can have consequences to these children. And Alfonso here is sort of an avatar of consequences. Oh, God, I'm so rigid. Oh, he's a fun character. Orange Shrivello? I don't know that name, but it's a great name. Okay, let's keep it simple for now. I'm gonna fill this very dark. Yep, that'll work. New airbrush, white. Oh, thank you. That's Steve Martin's name. Thank you. I could have. Oh, he's such a... I'm running into the umbrage effect. Okay. Nickisms. Let's school you guys for a second. And we'll stop the music. I don't know if this is a term anyone else uses, but one term I like to use is the umbrage effect. The umbrage effect is this. A villain that has a feeling of some force you've encountered in real life almost automatically feels far more evil than the fantasy goofball villains that you meet. Like, if you talk about Harry Potter, we are separating the creator from the creation here. I just need it because I named the option. There is a character, Dolores Umbridge, who is quite possibly the most loathsome, wretched thing ever to wear mauve and call it pink. Stuck up, officious, nattering to an extreme, holier than thou, willfully ignorant wench. And we've all known people like that. We very rarely have we met, knowingly, a sociopathic, psychopathic, genocidal maniac like Voldemort. So Voldemort, on a level, many ways, doesn't feel as visceral as Umbridge. Now, our boy here, Alfonso. Well, Alfonso is, again, very much the kind of entity that one may rationally encounter in their life. And in doing so, that makes his presence ever so much more believable, both as a character and as a threat. My players will recognize somebody who has moral and financial authority to be a pain in the butt being a pain in the butt. The only thing about Alfonso versus most characters I do like this is he's an equilateral pain in the butt. So his job is to check on the law mages and make sure they're staying in line. His job is to check on the regular, sorcerers and mages, make sure they're staying in line, and the adventurers. He's also there to rout out treason. Because unfortunately, that can always rear its ugly head. Light. Right. I really dislike what I did with the glasses. I really, really, really dislike what I did with the glasses. So I'm going to have to do something with those glasses. But for now, we're just going to do this. And then I'm going to come down to this layer. If I'm doing things right. And just get rid. I didn't like the light lines there. I was trying for something and it just didn't quite work the way I wanted to. I don't want him to be excessive. I want him to be a subtle threat until he doesn't need to be anymore. That's much better. Oops. I need to come down to here. Just now I'm just doing some fine tweaking. Do I want harder? I want the soft eraser. Whoa! Woo. I want soft eraser that I can control a bit better. There we go. Now, I'm all the way back up here. And we'll do this. I'm using the wrong tool. That's why it's not working. There we go. Just actually, yeah, we'll keep the glow consistent. This will help with the perception of the. I want him. He's not showy about his stuff, but if you pay attention, especially when he's threatened or intimidated, you can see a lot little displays of magic that aren't leaking out. They're just sort of waking up, as if received a whispered call. How's that look? Let's see. Is that better? Are we where we want to be? Oh, we're getting somewhere. I'm not sure where, but we are definitely getting there. So we can do this as well. There's just a little hint of magic leak. Very, very controlled energy here. The Yes, I am heavily powered. Yes, I can. I and do have the authority. Now how's this going to work here? Yes, yes, this will work just a little bit of that. The good stuff. I do like to think that, while he would never admit it, his other occupation and hobby is aura farming. Oh, I've missed several comments. I'm so sorry. Evil, pure evil. We love Voldy. It makes him very loathable, but he is treason, and that's why you take him out for the. I love it. I want like his major lines to be. Whoops, that's too much. Right there, that's too much. If I wanted to be bad, I would do one of these numbers. Oh, I can. Just subtle. Oh, it's so subtle. I know he's good. Oh, he's good. He's good. My players hate him. I love him. Let's go. Okay. Okay. The one time I can use a truly rigid stance. I need to sign off on him. He's good. And I'm going to have to do some framing. Okay, wait. Hold off on the signing till I do the framing so I can see what I'm doing. Ooh. Ooh. He's so good, though. Okay. I don't. Oh. I know one thing. I'm very proud of the way my shadows and light have started working because, it's so good. Okay, I'm having fun. I think you'll forgive me my spot of fun. Because then I'm going to go right here like this. Like that. That's fine. That's fine. I forgot to do it that way. So if I fill transparent, boom. Ha! Fools to mortals, you think you're going to get me, that is it? No. Oh. Oh. He's such a dick. Okay. You have to understand that this particular character has instantly become the bane of Churro's existence. And as a DM who loves her dearly, I'd be lying if it didn't delight me. Because she can be, and bless her heart, a little bit of a brat sometimes. And that does not impede me. It does, however, amuse me. Okay, we are going to save this fellow as Alfonso the Inquisitor. No. Alfonso of the Inquisition should make that a little better. Because he is a loathsome creature. At least he's annoying as all get out. Save that. And then I can export the ping because I'm going to have to send these guys around after I'm done. Okay. We're okay, Ruby. And yes, that's why you take him out. Well, I got to doodle for an extra hour without getting yelled at. For latecomers, we did a food token version of the synonym roll, just like Grammar used to make. And then I did a NPC portrait. Normally, I would chastise myself about such a rigid pose, but this guy needed it. So there we go. Guys, thank you. I'm going to run an ad, and then I think I'm going to wrap up, if no one minds. Let's see.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yep, folks. We are all about arting, so we'll do that. We'll do that. Hey, guys. I hope you've had a good day. I hope you enjoyed this program. Please remember to keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating. Because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it. But you cannot edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. And I will be back later tonight for the Historical Fencing Guild in one form or another. And then we're going to buzz right along and have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you next Monday at 10 a.m. Unless I do unscheduled silly shows, which can always happen. Stay advised. My schedule is something I use, but I do not limit myself to. All right, guys? Toodles.